This is Lucy Talks Movies. When the film editor, Tim Sternberg, was a teenager, he used to go to his father's cutting rooms. His father is the producer Tom Sternberg. And when Tim wasn't being a gopher, he'd pick up snippets of 35mm film and cut them together. If it's hard to imagine that there are ends of 35mm film floating around for the taking, that's because you haven't seen the younger Sternberg's first movie. Just 14 minutes of mist and alchemy, about a man in Calcutta, India, who inherited a Lumiere projector, which he takes on a cart through the streets to show the bits of film he's taped together. This is how Salim Baba earns a living. If that sounds threadbare, you haven't yet seen the look on the children's faces when they put their heads under the cloth and behold the visions. The wonder and revelation in their eyes is the most convincing argument for movie theaters imaginable. You only want to stay home if you're rich. For the poor, to get out in the world is the one chance for opportunity, and the movie cart is transcendence passing through. The films are so crude and without narration. They are more like sensations, less narrative than what you see on your cell phone. However, Salim Baba's audience must huddle together under a dark cloth to get a piece of the romance. They must surrender to the dark and the huddle and concentrate on the image moving before them. It is what the world was like when people could still do one thing at a time. We have sophisticated stories and amazing, dazzling technical effects, and yet we have allowed our images and our words to be corrupted, co-opted, and corroded by advertising. We have given ourselves less chance to get lost in an experience, to get some peace. Tim Sternberg's movie, Salim Baba, may be a short, but it rests on charm. We are affected by the father and his old world skill, like a cobbler's, that he is proud to pass on to his sons. He knows when he dies they will have a way to support themselves. The Lumiere brothers, and most people in the Vitaphone era of filmmaking, made travelogues. It was so much harder to get around in the late 19th century, and places were really different because of it. Everyone knew so little about everyone else. Salim Baba harks to that era in the drop-dead beauty of the camera work. There is a poignancy in the images, shot by Francesco Bello and Raja Day, that can be touching or even breathtaking. The camera work is so sophisticated that it could easily look pretentious or make fun of Salim Baba, his wife, and 5 children. But as it is, we are that much more won over by the sweet delight the man brings to the world. This team needs to make a full-length feature film, but meanwhile they are applying for an Academy Award. A handful of people I've interviewed since I began this program are doing the same, but I can't think of anyone more deserving. I hope they win, and I have it on good authority that they have a real chance.